and welcome to Value Alchemy Lab. In the ever-changing capital markets, we often feel like detectives searching through a vast ocean of data for those rare companies with tenfold or even hundredfold potential. Yet when we hold thick financial reports in our hands, staring at page after page of numbers, have we ever felt a sense of doubt? Can these cold numbers truly tell us the full story of a company? Can they predict a decade of future brilliance, or might they conceal early signs of decline? Today, we'll explore an investment insight that goes beyond numbers and reaches the very soul of a business, Philip Fisher's Scuttlebutt Method. It's not just a technique, it's more like a key that opens an entirely new perspective. It encourages us to step beyond the blind spots of financial statements, to listen to the whispers of the market, and to feel the pulse of a company, so we can better judge its true long-term potential. Now, let's begin uncovering the real clues behind a company's deeper value. Many investors, including my earlier self, have spent years lost in the maze of financial data. We carefully analyze price-to-earnings ratios, price-to-book ratios, revenue growth, profit margins, and these are certainly important indicators of a company's health. But Philip Fisher, one of the great legends of investing, made a profound observation. Relying only on financial statements is like looking at just the tip of an iceberg. You never see the massive, decisive portion beneath the surface. Financial reports faithfully record what a company has done in the past, but they struggle to predict what the company will do in the future. And more importantly, they cannot capture the intangible forces hidden behind the numbers, the forces that truly drive long-term growth. Imagine two companies with almost identical financial metrics. One has uninspired leadership and a stagnant corporate culture. The other has visionary management, a cohesive team, and a strong culture of innovation. Which one is more likely to thrive over the next decade? The answer is obvious. The quality of management, a company's innovation capability, its reputation in the market, employee morale, commitment to research and development, and its position within the industry. These qualitative factors form the true foundation of a company's competitive moat. They are the soul that financial statements simply cannot quantify. Ignoring them is like trying to understand an elephant while blindfolded. We risk missing true opportunities or falling into value traps. So how can we uncover these deeper insights beyond financial statements? This is where the essence of Fisher's Scuttlebutt Method comes in. Despite its informal name, it's not about gossip. It's a systematic and purposeful way of gathering information. Fisher described it as collecting the market's scuttlebutt, the scattered bits of knowledge circulating within an industry, but carefully filtering and verifying them to uncover valuable intelligence. He identified 5 key sources of information, each offering a different lens through which we can see the true nature of a company. First, competitors. They act as a mirror of the business. Competitors often understand a company's strengths and weaknesses better than anyone else. If rival firms express real concern about a company's technology or management approach, that often speaks louder than any marketing message. Second, suppliers. Suppliers are the company's behind-the-scenes partners. They know the volume of orders, the reliability of payments, and how well the company manages its supply chain. A company that mistreats suppliers or delays payments may reveal deeper operational problems. Strong, long-term supplier relationships, on the other hand, often signal stability and negotiating power. Third, customers. Customers are the ultimate judges. Their satisfaction, loyalty, and repeat purchases reveal far more about a company's competitiveness than any slide presentation ever could. When customers genuinely love a product and recommend it to others, that company may possess a powerful moat. Fourth, Former employees. They provide an insider's perspective. While their views may carry personal biases, they often reveal the authentic culture of the organization, the leadership style of management, and the real challenges inside the company. Fifth, industry experts and scholars. These individuals offer a broader perspective. Their experience and deep knowledge help us understand industry trends, technological shifts, and where a company truly stands within the larger ecosystem. Together, these 5 sources form the core network of Fisher's Scuttlebutt Method. When their insights intersect and reinforce one another, they begin to reveal a 3-dimensional portrait of the business. Understanding the sources of information is only the first step. The real art lies in how we gather and interpret that information. In many ways, practicing the Scuttlebutt Method is like playing the role of a corporate detective. It requires both skill and mindset. First, the art of asking questions. Instead of asking simple yes or no questions, we should ask open-ended questions that encourage people to share their genuine experiences. For example, rather than asking, "Is your product better than the competition?" we might ask, "Where do you think your company has the strongest advantage compared with competitors, and where does it still need improvement?" Questions like these often reveal far richer insights. Second, the wisdom of cross-verification. Information from a single source may contain bias or limitations. When you hear something from a competitor, try confirming it through suppliers, customers, or former employees. Like assembling a puzzle, each piece must find its proper place before the full picture becomes clear. When multiple independent sources point to the same conclusion, the reliability of that conclusion increases dramatically. Third, patience in connecting small details. Sometimes the most valuable clues appear in casual conversations. A supplier casually mentioning a sudden surge in orders for a new material may hint at the success of a new product. A former employee describing internal talent departures might reveal deeper leadership issues. As investment detectives, we must sift through scattered details like gold prospectors, slowly connecting fragments into meaningful insights. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, we must maintain objectivity and critical thinking. Every person speaks from their own perspective. Fisher emphasized that the Scuttlebutt Method is not gossip but disciplined research. It requires us to think like scientists, gathering evidence, forming hypotheses, and continuously verifying and refining our conclusions. Philip Fisher himself was the most outstanding practitioner of the Scuttlebutt Method. One of his most famous investments was Motorola. During World War II, Motorola began gaining recognition for its wireless communication technology. But Fisher did not rely solely on financial statements. Instead, he conducted extensive research, speaking with military personnel and technicians who used Motorola's equipment, and even gathering insights from competitors and suppliers. He discovered that in that era, Motorola clearly stood ahead of its peers, not only in product performance and reliability, but also in its commitment to research and the long-term vision of its management. Although the market had not yet fully recognized the company's potential, the qualitative insights Fisher gathered convinced him that Motorola possessed the leadership, innovation, and market opportunity of a true super-growth company. History proved him right. In the decades that followed, Motorola rose to become a major force in the post-war electronics industry, delivering remarkable long-term returns for Fisher. This story perfectly illustrates a powerful lesson. When you look beyond numbers and perceive the soul of a business, you can sometimes discover value the market has not yet recognized. Fisher's Scuttlebutt Method offers modern investors a profound insight. Investing is ultimately an investment in people and organizations, not just in numbers and charts. Financial statements are like a company's medical report, while the Scuttlebutt Method resembles a form of cross-disciplinary field research. Financial data provides the coordinates, while observations from customers, suppliers, and competitors add depth and dimension. Only by combining both can we form the most accurate portrait of a business. In today's digital age, information seems easier to access than ever before, yet truly valuable insights have become even rarer. Fisher's Scuttlebutt Method remains timeless, a powerful tool for cutting through the noise and identifying the companies of tomorrow. It encourages us to step away from our screens and engage with the real business world, to listen with curiosity, evaluate with wisdom, and verify with patience. From today onward, let us not be mere analysts of numbers, but detectives of enterprise and listeners to the market. Thank you for watching. If this perspective resonated with you, consider subscribing for more explorations into timeless investment thinking.